The Queen of Dubai is surrounded by mystery and intrigue, but who actually is she? Her life has been filled with love, conspiracies, heartbreak and sorrow, but we reveal a secret that few know about the beloved Queen of Dubai. So make sure to stick around and find out about who the Queen is and her looming secret. Welcome to Crown Tale. And let's get into the video. Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum have always been a part of a luxurious and powerful ruling house of Dubai. She was born Princess Hinad in the year 1962 to the daughter of then ruler of Dubai, Saeed II, and her mother was named Sheikha. It is worthy to note that she is a cousin to her husband, Sheikh Al Maktoum. Her education was according to the home upbringing of strict Islamic traditions, where she was taught how to be a homemaker and loyal wife in the Palace of Dubai. Her husband, Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum, had a very different upbringing when it came to women and marriage. In fact, the Sheikh had a total of 6 wives. He is known for keeping 4 or 5 at a time, changing those who offend him and losing some. He is known to keep custody of every child from his wives and gives them to his senior wife, Hinad, to raise, something she surprisingly does with willingness and joy. It's obvious she has been prepared for such antics because the Sheikh, even before he became Dubai's ruler, was known to be very frivolous and notorious when it came to the female gender. Before his wedding to Hinad, he had a daughter named Manal from an affair with a Lebanese woman. This is a common theme, as after his marriage to Hinad, he married the beautiful young princess Haya from Jordan in a lavish wedding and seemed to give her all the favours he could muster for a wife. Little did he know what he was actually getting himself into. She was 12 years younger than his queen and seemed to become his trophy wife at that time, as he never missed an opportunity to take her with him on his numerous aristocratic trips. She was noted for being outspoken, and unlike other wives, she granted interviews around the country and was extremely popular with the media. But out of the blue, Princess Haya took her 2 children and ran away from Dubai after 15 years of marriage to Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum. She would later sue her ex-husband for $730 million in the court of London. The most shocking thing was that the Sheikh held no grudges against her and her demands. It would go down in history as the most expensive divorce in the world and make the Sheikh the holder of 2 world-spending records with regards to his wives, the other being when he married Princess Hinad at the tender age of 17 while he was 30 years old. The wedding wasn't only a union of marital love, but a political spectacle to showcase the wealth and power of the oil-rich Arab city. The wedding between the then Prince Al Maktoum and his bride, Princess Hinad, was such a spectacle that it broke the Guinness World Record for the most expensive wedding in the world, a record they still hold to this day. The day of the wedding was a national holiday and was at the time the most publicly celebrated event in Dubai. It took place close to the royal palace at Zabel, with a stadium built with a capacity to hold 20,000, but it was only the very important people that were allowed into the stadium. The rest of the populace who came to celebrate with the royal family were hosted outside in the open air. Fences were built around and streetlights were installed to mark the wedding celebration. Foreign dignitaries and invitees were shocked at the massive scale and spending of this wedding. Games were carried out to celebrate the wedding, with a procession of 20 camels bringing special gifts to the feet of the bride. The wedding was laced with lavish cuisines of all kinds, and the invitees were fed for 5 straight days by the celebrants. This indeed was a display to showcase the abstract and elaborate culture of the emirate. Sheikh Mohammed took part in the camel races, where he completely dominated, winning every race and bringing the trophy to the feet of his bride. The gifts that were brought to the bride contained gold, rubies, diamonds, sapphires, and many precious jewellery most people can only dream about. With airships in the sky and the gift of luxury cars on the ground, the scale of the wedding led to an estimated $137 million in cost, making it the most expensive wedding in history. But the young 17-year-old princess was wise enough not to be fazed by the grandiose nature of her wedding. She knew exactly what she was getting into and paid attention to her duty, something she has done faithfully for over 40 years since. In her marriage, she was remarkable for giving birth almost every year and had a total of 12 children. Being such a great mother, Sheikh Mohammed trusted her with many of his other children, whom she raised dutifully without distinction from her own, raising and nurturing them in the practice of Islam and good behaviour. Among her children is her daughter, Princess Hessa, her firstborn child, and the Crown Prince of Dubai, Prince Hamdan, known all over the world for his eccentric and daredevil persona, but also as a competent and worthy heir to the throne of Dubai. The shocking secret is that he is actually her second son. Her first son, Prince Rashid, was the actual heir to the throne, but his sudden and unexpected death caused the early passing of the reins of leadership to Prince Hamdan. The circumstance surrounding his death was shrouded in mystery, with some believing he was asked to denounce his right to the throne before his death. They believe this was due to a falling out he had with his father. However, the nature of their quarrel was not clearly known, but soon after this, news of his death reached the media. It was a sad occurrence for the Arab world, and he was given a state burial. Even Prince Hamdan, the new crown prince, was touched by the death of his older brother and expressed his grief in various statements. Prince Rashid's death was a disastrous pain to his mother, but she comforted herself with the fact that she has many other children. Her duties as queen had been carried out without fail, as she stayed faithfully by Sheikh Mohammed's side. Despite his many antics and the cases of wives running away from him, she has stayed faithful to the Muslim traditions and hasn't relented in her beliefs. To this very day, Sheikh Mohammed wears a traditional Muslim mask called a burqa to cover her face as a display of traditional femininity and loyalty to her household. She is a proud mother of sons who have become well placed in the aristocratic systems of Dubai and daughters who have married into notable families of Dubai. Make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future videos. In today's world, Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum is subject to a lot of media controversies and speculations. Some believe that she is the mastermind behind the frustrations of the other wives who left the palace and never returned. Funnily enough, some go even further to speculate that the woman being displayed on television and by the media is not Princess Mohammed, who was paraded during her lavish wedding days. They believe that it is in fact Mama Noura, the nanny who assists Princess Mohammed to cater for her children. As outrageous as these controversies and speculations may seem, we can all be certain that over 60 years old, the queen grew from a young princess into a dutiful queen and mother, a queen who is deserving of all the love and admiration given to her by her children, nation, and by all the world today. It's clearly not a small feat to be the queen of an all-rich nation like Dubai, and to be the wife of a powerful and extremely patriarchal monarch like the Sheikh of Dubai. But Sheikh Mohammed Al Maktoum has done this with extreme success. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, feel free to check out some of our others here.